Hello. Welcome to Mastering Music with Matthew. This is a spontaneous stream that I just decided to do, just mainly just to, test out my new equipment and make sure you guys can hear me good. Please be welcome. You're welcome to chat. I'll try to respond to you verbally here so we can kind of make this a little bit interactive. We're going to be talking about song forms today. So, song forms for songwriting and for musical composition. So, when I talk about a song form, I'm talking about, repetitive sections in music. So these repetitive sections in music are things that are going to repeat over and over again. Um, and there's different song forms. There's big major types of song forms. So like I said, you can go ahead and, chat if you have any questions, if you want to, talk to me about anything. And I'm going to do my best here to teach you guys and give some examples. And we're going to have a really good time. So the first song form we want to talk about today is the verse chorus song form. Okay, please take a second to like this so the people can see it. Please take a second to share this stream if you're enjoying it, and make sure you leave your comments down below, and make sure you subscribe to Matthew's Music Lesson Studio. So that first song form we're going to talk about today, after you hit the subscribe button, we're going to talk about the verse chorus song form. The verse chorus song form is the most common song form, and it's going to be in a lot of songs that you like. The chorus is that part of the song where everybody is going to want to sing along, right? It's the part where it's easy to sing along, and the chorus is kind of the main message of the song throughout. And so that chorus is really, really going to be a crucial part of the song. And that chorus will generally repeat the same way every time. We also are going to have the verse section of the verse chorus song form. So the verse section basically sums up as all the lyrics combined are basically like, and that's why I say, da 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 da, the chorus. Okay? So, say you have your chorus is going to be, right, you got your chorus. So you probably want your verse to be something a little bit different, right? To set it apart. So maybe. And then we're going back to that chorus. So a chorus can be anthemic, meaning an anthem is the kind of song that people want to sing along to, right? Think of like We Are the Champions. That's an incredible anthem, right? We are. Everybody wants to sing along with that instantly, right? That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about an anthem. Well, the We Are the Champions is not a verse chorus song, right? It's actually I guess it is. I guess it is a verse chorus song. Yes, it is because it starts a dun, 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 dun. Okay, yeah. So that's a good example of a verse chorus song. It is very good. All right. And so we've got the verse chorus song form is really dominant starting in like the 1960s. It just folk music kind of infused with the pop and classical music, and it kind of it just made sense. And it was the verse chorus is a good song form for plot development. It's a good one for a story song, right? Because then each verse you could advance the story a little bit and have the chorus kind of come back to that same theme. All right. So your verse chorus song form is going to be your most hugest, right? It's going to be a big giant song form. There's going to be a lot of songs are going to fit there, right? Now, when we start talking about some of the other song forms, it's really cool to kind of learn the other song forms so that you can contrast and compare. So one way that we can have a song form is by giving the different sections of the song letters, okay, rather than a title like verse chorus. So meaning a letter like A, and then the second section would be different than A, would be B. And then if you had a third section that's even different than both of those two, it would be C. Okay, so let's say our A section is going to be something like this. So here's our A section. Now we want to do something different. right? So we'll try a B section. We'll just try something different. It's a B section, something different. And the only rule is that it's different than A. So we return to A. So we could take these letters and we could create a bunch of different song forms. Probably the most common using letters would be A, A, B, A. So for this one, think of Somewhere Over the Rainbow, right? That song is a great example of an AABA because you have the verse, which is your A, and it starts right off with the title. One of the ways that you know that you're in the letter song forms that is going to generally start with A is if you're starting generally right off with the title. Now, this isn't always true because sometimes a verse chorus can start with the chorus, and that can actually be a really effective way to write a song. But when we're talking about the AA section, there is not a chorus. It's more of like, it can feel chorusy, right? But so it's that first thing, and then it repeats, and then we have our different section. Da, 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 da. It's just something different. And then we're going to go back to our A. So A, A, B, A is probably the most common of the song forms that use the letters. Now, but you can take these letters and you could have them in all different combinations. You could have an AAA song form, right? And an AAA song form would literally just be the same section of music that repeated 3 times. And that can be totally cool. And sometimes you can tack on a little thing at the end of an AAA that will repeat every time. And that can be called a refrain. So a good example of that is the song Blowing in the Wind by Bob Dylan, because Blowing in the Wind, it has that same melody, right? And then the words are different, but then at the end, right, it always ends with a it's blowing in the wind. Okay, so we're talking about that little hook at the end, right? That's our refrain. So you might think of that as a chorus, but it's just so short. I guess the technicality is we call it a refrain. Okay, so far we've learned verse, chorus, song form, which is the most common. It's got that chorus that can tend to be anthemic, like what I was saying. Anthemic is good, right? Makes people want to sing along. But then you can also have your sections of songs where you title them by the A or the B. So you could have a rondo. That's a classical song form. A rondo is A, B, A, C, A, D, A, E, so on. And so it's just got A in between different new sections of music. So rondos can be really fun because each time, your little bridge section, shall we call it, is different music. It's new, but it comes back to the same song. I wrote a song in my rock opera that's a perfect rondo. It's called Blue Pill. You guys can check that out at mellify.bandcamp.com, or you can check it out on my page. I actually just had the lyric video for Blue Pill come out just last week. So it should be really quick and easy for you to find. So we're talking more about song forms. So we've gone over verse, chorus. We've gone over AABA, AAA, AAA with refrain. Okay. There's all these different song forms that can give you a launching off point, right? And the way you can really tell the difference is where the title is. If it's a chorus, right, the title is going to be in the chorus. It's going to be the beginning of the chorus. It's going to be in the end of the chorus. It's going to be multiple times in the chorus. It doesn't matter. It's going to be in the chorus. If you have an AA song, an AABA song, your title is going to be in the A section. Okay? That's how you determine whether it's a verse chorus or not, is where your title is and how the song flows. Okay. So what about if you don't have any of those? What if you have a different song form, like through compose, right? I just wrote the song. It just goes like that. Okay. There's a lot of great songs that are like that. They don't have a repeating song form that's exactly the same. Sometimes I like a song to be, just a circular journey, and then it comes and, ties up at the end. So I really enjoy that. Hey, Ronnie, how you doing? Do I sound good? You're the first person first person to chat there. We're talking about song forms here. And so I was just talking about a through composed song form. A through composed song form can be anything. It can be anything you want. So, like, basically, you don't have to have anything repeat at all. But generally, for a through composed, it is a very good idea to take where you started at the beginning and bring it back at the end, so it can feel like it went somewhere and it arrived back, full circle. Um, One song that I personally wrote that's a through composed is called "Now's the Time." You can find that on my page, and again at mellify.bandcamp.com. So anyway, through composed songs are really fun because they can be anything and there's no rules on it. So through composed, that's the bucket that you can throw all the other songs into. All right. Now, I'm sure I forgot some of the song forms because, like I said, with the letters, there's an infinite combination of ways you can arrange those letters. But those are really the big heavy hitters. Those are the big Titan song forms. The verse, chorus, the A, or the letters forms, and then the through compose. So how do you know which song form to choose for your song? Well, that's a good question. That's a good question. Do you want your song to be anthemic, right? Are you trying to get people to sing along with your song, right? I love rock and roll, right? Get people to sing along with that. That's a simple rock anthem. Everybody can sing along with that, right? Verse, chorus, song form for an idea like that, right? You're trying to get something where everybody can just join in, right? So start with your chorus maybe and write your chorus and create that part that you want everybody to sing along with you, right? And then from there, all your verses need to be is basically the summation of those lyrics is, and that's why I say da 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 da, your chorus, that you arrived at your chorus. So verse, chorus, song form is really, really, really effective, like I said, for getting people to join in with you, to get people to sing along. And, if you have a recurring theme, right? Like I have a song that I wrote called Sway, right? And the chorus is, and we sway to the music. Yeah, we sway to the music. Yeah. And then the verses just needed to be, well, why? Why are we swaying? What's this motivation to sway? Right? And so the lyrics are, leading you in that direction, saying, oh, hey, this is why I'm feeling like swaying. Man, this music is making me feel like I want to move back and forth, whatever it is, right? And of course, you put it into, your gorgeous poetic lyrical form. But that's really what your verses need to say, right? To support your chorus. So what about a bridge? So a bridge is a really cool thing. So when we think about bridges in songs, think of bridges in reality. I live in Portland, actually now in Beaverton, Oregon, and it's a city with many, many bridges. This is actually, Portland is kind of like four cities, right? They're sort of all kind of merged into one, and two of the cities were on one half of the river, and two of the cities were on the other half of the river, and so it's just a big giant mess of bridges everywhere. So imagine your bridge. You've got one landmass, like whatever section of your song, and then you've got another landmass, another section of your song. It could be, the third chorus to the fourth chorus. That it could be a modulation that you want to have happen to move up in key. It could be a pivotal story point where you need to really have the chorus now take on a strong new additional meaning. Okay, so bridges in songs are really cool because, like I said, they help you get from that one part of the song to that other part of the song. And so, really, the only way you really want to put a bridge in your song is if you feel like you need to have that additional arrival, right? When you are going somewhere. Now, when we're talking about the AABA section, the AABA song form, like that B, it does function as a bridge. Okay, imagine when we're talking about the like I said, the AABA, the somewhere over the rainbow, that part there, right? That is, it's like that in between section that carries you from the one land mass of right to the other one, right? And it gives it additional meaning when you get there. Okay, so here's what we've got. Yes, very good, Andy. Bridges can also be breakdowns too. That's a great suggestion in the comments. I love breakdowns in modern song forms. When we're talking about, especially when you add in electronic music, rock bands, all the things you can do. Oh yeah, breakdowns are incredible. And when you're talking about electronic music, a lot of times with the electronic music song form, okay, this is another song form I'm going to talk about. This is like an evolving song form. And so basically, something new comes in every 4 bars, or something goes out, or a bunch of things come out all at once. And so when we're talking about song forms, um, we can also be talking about that as well. Like we could have the build form, right? It could be literally just like a giant A section that's, I don't know, 128 bars long. And then, every bars, every 8 bars, depending on the tempo, you add a new sound until it becomes this gigantic freaking loop of insanity. And then you break down, and then maybe just like one or two of the sounds remain, right? And so that's a really good way to do a bridge too. Very, very good suggestion, Andy. I always really appreciate you guys. Make sure you put your suggestions in the chat, in the comments down below. And this whole live streaming thing, this is brand new to me. I'm trying this for you guys. So I want to know the directions that you want to go in. I'm just kind of riffing here. I have an idea, and then I'm like, hey, let's go live and let's talk about something. Let's talk about song forms. So if you guys have ideas for topics we can do, that'd be great. I'm trying not to throw too many cover songs in here, because the whole copyright issues and everything. But just every once in a while, I got to give some examples that you guys are going to be familiar with, and sing a bar here or a bar there. And, if the vultures are going to come and pick me apart for that, well, then, that's going to be my fate, because that's part of being a music teacher. You got to give iconic examples when you're talking about stuff, especially songwriting. My favorite topic to discuss of all is songwriting. I'm absolutely, completely, and totally in love with writing songs, and it's just so much fun. Sometimes I like to just sit down at my DAW. I use Reason personally, and I like to just sit down and just make a little beat, maybe make a bass line, or a little keyboard chord loop, or maybe a B section to go with it for an alternation or whatever, and then just jam. Just put it on and just play. Or, a lot of times I like to just pick up my guitar, or my ukulele or my saxophone, just play, And then one of the ways that I personally have always written songs is I'll just be playing something, and then I'll like it and I'll be like, hey, I like the way that sounds, and then I'll decide to keep it. This is one of the things that we talk a lot about in Flowering Creativity, the podcast, where I help you guys by getting my creative friends to come on. And we talk about creativity and how to stay creative, and, how we overcome the challenges like this crazy pandemic and all this stuff. Hey, I see more comments. Hey, everybody. Hey, Leapers. Welcome. Toe Hider would be cool me doing a cover. Oh, man. I would love, dude, Andrew, that would be so awesome. I would love for to do a cover of Toe Hider. The only problem, man, is that, like, I'm not insane. Like, Michael Mills is insane with his range, He just sings so high, man. And I'm a baritone. My voice doesn't go quite that high, so I don't know. I haven't found the right song to do yet from Michael Mills. But I will, because I am really inspired by Toe Hider. I feel like Michael is an incredible singer. I've got another reaction for you guys coming up. It hasn't been edited yet. I recorded it, but it's Arion, and it's the fourth from the source. Syrah. The Star of Syrah. Yeah, that's going to be a good one. All right, so let's talk some more about song forms. So, like I was starting to get to, how do you know what song form to pick? And for now, let's just do an instrumental, okay? Let's just do it. Oh, cool. Thank you. Let's just do an instrumental. So I'm going to just kind of make up a little song here, and I'm just going to kind of riff. And let's see if we can kind of together, you can contribute in the comments if you want. Let's see if we can kind of together find a flow for this, and decide if this should be like a verse chorus thing, or if this should be an AABA, or a through compose, or whatever you guys think, right? So, or a rondo, right? These different song forms we were talking about. So, how about we'll start in the key of G. That's always a good one. What does it sound like? A verse? A chorus? Does not sound like a bridge to me. I think it sounds like a verse. It could be an A section too, though, if I wanted to start off with my title. It feels like it needs to go somewhere else. See, that kind of felt like this is an A. And then that little thing that I just did was a B. See, you feel where I'm going with this? I'm just playing something. So if I started with an A, I would have to, not have to, but I would want to start with my title or have it at the end of this section. You follow me? So maybe I say the title's Follow Me. So I go, follow me as I sing this song, and I make it up as I go along. You feel what I'm saying? So follow me. Hello, Marcuson. See, this is an A, right? And then let's say we go into our B section. Oh, I do it right. Da, 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 da. Ba, da, da. Ba, 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 da, da, da. Ba, right, and then go back into our A. See, so that little jam there, that felt to me like it would be a good AABA kind of song form. Now, that might not be long enough for the whole song. So you could always do AABA, AABA, or AABA, BA. Now, let's say you needed an additional bridge in a song that you started with your A form, with your title. That'd be the C. So maybe you have AABA, CA. Right? So maybe I want to go from, instead of going to the B section, right? So I'm in my A section. I just came out of my B section. So I want to go into something else. So I'm going to go into my C section. So now I'm doing something totally different. It'll lead me back into my A section. Hey, Ronnie, when I write songs, I need inspiration from the music I love, but I put in something original in the mix. I can't invent the wheel, but I can oil it a little. Yeah, I love that, right? Just realign that wheel, right? It's already been invented, man. It ain't broke, right? We don't need to fix it. And that's one of the beautiful things I love about progressive music, right? We take music, and from studying other musicians that we love and inspire us, right, we take and we move the bar forward. Think of Pink Floyd, right? Think of Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd. There was nothing like that at the time. It was completely and totally new and innovative and progressive, right? And I mean, it's still sort of progressive today. It's amazing. So make sure you guys take a second, give me a thumbs up here. Please share this stream. Subscribe to my channel here. We're talking about song forms. And I've been going on for 25 minutes already. We talked about, this is awesome. Thank you. Up to 9 people now. This is a high point. Go ahead and put your comments in the chat. Go ahead and leave your comments below. We're talking about song form. So the verse, chorus, song form. Like I said, the chorus is that repetitive part, that anthemic part. The verse part sums up, and that's why I say, and then our chorus. We have our AABA song form that we were talking about, the letter forms, right? We can also have our bridge section of our song, right? Another section I want to talk about in a song, this is very common in a verse, chorus, song form, is called the climb, okay? So a climb, or a pre-chorus, this is something that's very common, especially in pop music. So a climb is that little extra thing between the verse and the chorus that kind of gives that extra information, that extra lift up, if you will, into the chorus, because we generally want our chorus to be more elevated in energy, in pitch, in inflection. We generally want the most emphasis to be on the chorus part of our song. All right. So when I'm talking about a climb, say let's go to another idea here, a new idea here. So my verse idea, key of E here, right? I'm actually tuning down a whole step for anybody who's playing guitar. I love to tune my guitar down. So then let's say I need a little thing here to get into my chorus, right? That extra little thing could be the climb. And a climb can be really effective because it can help to kind of get you up into the song. So that is another variation on the verse chorus song form. Would be a verse climb chorus, or a verse chorus bridge chorus, right? All these song forms are good. And then, like I said, all the letter ones, AABA, AABABA, ABACA, right? AAA, all of those. These are all different forms. And so you take each letter represents that chunk of music. That chunk of music. Okay? And it's going to be, A will be that same thing every time. Then when you do B, it'll be something different. And B is the same every time, but it's different than A. Right? And so C would be different than A and B. Are you guys following me? Okay. Diamond Eyes by Richelieu. Yeah, that's a very cool suggestion. So I actually didn't see that right when it was typed, so I'm not sure exactly the context of it. I apologize. Make sure you guys like this stream. I'm doing my best here to explain song forms to you guys. I'm having people coming in and out, so I might be repeating myself a little bit, but I never know, when you came in. Regarding the climb, okay, Diamond Eyes. Definitely, we should check that out. The climb is a really important variant. So let me tell you guys just a little bit about where I got some of this information. I've been studying songwriting my entire life. I wrote my first song when I was 13 years old, and a part of that song still lives today in my rock opera called A Human Experience. I'm extremely grateful to have had the opportunity to have studied music and had some really incredible teachers along the way. So a book that I recommend for you guys, author is Sheila Davis. This lady is the songwriting guru. Her lyrics are great, and she's published a whole bunch of books about it. The one I recommend the most is called Successful Lyric Writing. And the thing that's so cool about successful lyric writing is that it's a workbook. And so you can order this book, and then there's all these it teaches you about the different principles of songwriting, and then she'll have like broken songs in the book and be like, fix it. And so you get all these lines and you get to fix the song. So that's really cool. If you're into lyric writing, make sure you check her out. And when we come to songwriting, I learned an incredible amount of songwriting from Pat Pattison. I took a course from him. It was free on Coursera.com. Don't worry, I'm not trying to sell you anything. When I did it, it was completely free. And I'm only telling you about it because it was so incredibly awesome. Pat Pattison taught me so much about phrasing, strong phrasing, weak bar phrasing. And so you definitely want to check him out. I think it's still free at Coursera.com, his songwriting class. It's like this comprehensive thing. And by the end, you're given assignments to, write songs. This guy worked for University of Berkeley, I think UC Berkeley or whatever. Just incredible professor. Learned a lot from him. So you can check him out. Make sure you guys, let's find some really good examples, right, of all these different song forms. So one thing that comes right off the top of my head would be Dust in the Wind, right? What song form would that be? Anybody? It doesn't start with the title. Okay. So that's actually going to be an A with the refrain, and then another A with a refrain, and then the B section is the violin part, right? Right? And then it goes back to another A with a friend, with a refrain. That refrain is that little dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. And I guess, the thing that distinguishes that from a chorus is just that it's so short. Like, I mean, you could say, oh, it's like a micro chorus. In that case, there's really not even a point in having a distinction, between a chorus and a refrain. But I feel like it's an important distinction because, it's not like we're going to repeat Dust in the Wind over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. It does repeat a couple extra vamps at the end of it. But, it's never like an anthemic chorus where we just want to sing it over and over again. I love rock and roll, right? I mean, come on. By the time I get to that, I love, you're all ready to join with me on rock and roll, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the power of the verse chorus. And so one of the things we want to do is brainstorm ideas for hooks and titles. And then maybe after we've brainstormed those ideas, right, drunk, then we can, with our left brain, try to see if we can categorize them into title ideas. Maybe this title idea would be good for, an AABA song. Maybe this title idea would be good for a verse chorus song. Start to categorize them a little bit. See if we can come up with some chorus ideas. See if we can come up with some hook ideas, right? See if we can come up with even some verse ideas. But like I say, the verse is not something that we generally want to stress over too much because all it adds up to be is, and that's why I say. And so as long as it is pointing you in the direction of the chorus, then your verse is going to be effective. So that's what we're talking about. All right. Anybody else have any questions or comments they want to give for me in the climb? I've been going for over half an hour now talking about song forms, and I've definitely been repeating myself. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I have any more information to put out. So why don't you guys go ahead, and if you have any questions or comments for me, put them in the chat, put them in the comments, and I'm going to be doing a whole series about songwriting, because it's my favorite topic in music lessons of all. But if you have topics you want me to cover, put them in the comments as well. I'm really cool with that. I'm down with taking suggestions. I always could use ideas, man. And I really appreciate all you guys. All of my new subscribers, man, the sound is really catching on. Check out #TheSound. I really appreciate you guys. Oh, here's some chats. Is this going to be a music lesson turned into music requests? Well, I'm asking you guys to make requests for lessons, but if you want to make requests for cover songs in the future, or if you want to make requests for reaction videos in the future, you can request whatever you want. Hell, I'm not opposed to singing a song here before I shut this down if anybody wants. And Andrew says, this is cool. I'm not a musician, but I'm enjoying learning song structure. It's cool. It is cool to understand song structure, like even if you're not a musician, because like it helps you to appreciate how the vision came about. It helps you to appreciate how the musicians on the stage are able to remember all of it. Did you ever think about that? Like these girls go up on stage for 3 hours and they just, I mean, come on, dude. It's insane. Oh, all right. This is really fun. So, like I was saying, song forms. Now, I forgot there's one crucial song form. Man, I can't believe I didn't talk about the blues. The blues is like the most crucial song form ever. Okay, so we got to throw in the blues. Now, there's a lot of different blueses, okay? There's different lengths. So the one I'm going to talk about is the 12-bar blues. And the reason why the 12-bar blues is so crucial is because it's the most common, it's the most iconic, and you're going to recognize it from the sound of it. So the 12-bar blues is such a cool song form because it's just 12 bars of music that repeat over and over and over again. And so you can have it like a verse where you sing over it, and then you can also improvise your lead music over top of it. Okay? So let's say we're doing a blues in E. What the blues form means is how many measures of each chord I'm going to play. You feel what I'm saying? So the 12-bar blues is going to be 12 measures long. Here's the first chunk. 5, 6, 7, 8. One chord. Second bar. Third bar. Fourth bar. Now I'm going to switch to my fourth chord. 1 and 2 bars. Then I'm going to go back to my 1 chord. 1 and 2 bars. Then I'm going to go to my 5 chord. 5 to the 4 to the 1. And then a lot of times back to the 5 as a turnaround. Okay, so this 12-bar pattern, and you can have multiple different variants of it, is going to be another song form. And you notice this is a different kind of song form than those other ones we were talking about. When we were talking about the letter forms, the verse, chorus, it had nothing to do with the chords, the theory, 1 chord, 4 chord. I didn't say anything about chords. The blues is a unique song form because just hidden in the words, the blues, is the roadmap to the song. It is the changes. And so when I say, okay, everybody, we're going to do a blues and B. A 1, 2, 3, 4. A blues and B. A blues and B. Everybody knows I'm going to switch to L-E. Going to switch to an E because I'm in B. Going back to the B, to the F sharp, and then to the E, and then back to the B. Okay, see, because B is the 1 chord. So a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 chord. A 1 chord, and 1 chord. Then the 4 chord. Then the 4 chord, then the 1 chord, and then the 1 chord, and then the 5 chord, and the 4 chord, and then the 1 chord. Okay, I got another comment here. Let's hear something like pre-bridge explanation. Okay, so a pre-bridge. Well, you could have like a long, complicated bridge where it's like maybe like the first half of the bridge, and then it continues to evolve to something else before it takes you back to the verse, back to the chorus, back to what you did before, before it carries you across to that landmass. Like I was saying, I live near Portland, and man, some of these bridges are really long. You get stuck in traffic on one of those big high bridges, man. It can be pretty nuts. So we're talking about, a bridge doesn't have to be only 4 bars, 8 bars long. A bridge could be 64 bars long. It could be huge. In fact, you could have multiple sections of music like function as one bridge. So you could have, verse, chorus, and then, a big giant bridge, mega bridge. We could if you wanted to, and like sometimes when you have a verse chorus song, sometimes the chorus doesn't come back exactly the same as it was before. One example of this is the song How's the Heart that I just reacted to and covered. The beautiful thing I learned when I was covering that song is that, the chorus before, it's in the key of A minor, and then when you get to the end, it switches to D minor. And at first, it was sort of puzzling to me. It was like, oh, she moved down? Why did they move down? And then, of course, how's the heart? They go up the octave at the end. It's like, whoa, I get it. That's why they went down. So it's really cool. Sometimes a chorus doesn't always have to be, exactly the same every time. Let's see here. I had to commute from east to west Portland when the Ross Island Bridge was getting work done. Those were long commutes. Oh man, yeah. See, we were staying in Tigard first. We just moved here at the end of 2019. We were staying in Tigard for a little while. Then we were staying out in Tillamook. Then we were just staying in like East Portland near freaking what's it called, Gresham. And now we got an apartment in Beaverton. So we finally settled down. We were moving around there a lot for the last couple of years, but got a new studio here, guys. I'm so happy to be here broadcasting to you guys. Just talking about music. I love it so much. I've been going for 40 minutes already. This is insane. So I don't know. I was talking about song forms. People have been coming in and out. I can't believe I forgot the blues. Like, the blues is the first song form. I should have said that before I said about any of the other ones, because it's the most specific. It tells you the most as a musician. I say, okay, we're going to play some blues, right? So what the hell? Let's play some blues for you. Gonna play some blues. Gonna play some blues. We're gonna play some blues. Ooh. Go to the 5 chord, then the 4 chord. That's the blues. Ooh. All right. Cool. Lived in Hillsboro up until a couple years ago. Right on. Yeah, I was in Florida up until recently. And then we came here to Oregon, where there's lots of nice green trees. All right, so what else do we want to talk about? Song forms here, or maybe I'll give you an example here. I'm gonna sing some of my songs here for you. Does that sound? So that way you can get a good example of different song forms. Um, and I'm gonna go for a little longer because this is really a lot of fun. I like this. All right, let me find a song here for you. Let's see. So this is a song that I've been revamping here for you guys. And for some reason, it doesn't want to load. I'm getting an endless circle. All right, gotta love that. Nice. I was gonna find you an example of a verse chorus song form, and my word processor is finally opening up. All right, good job. So, a verse chorus song. This is going to be a song that I wrote back in 2006, and I'm just kind of just dusting it off to bring it back. This is a request from actually one of my patrons. I love you guys, my patrons. You guys have been supporting me and helping me out. Patrons get 10 times weight on requests. So if you want to really get a lot of weight with me when it comes to requesting reactions and lessons and covers, go to patreon.com/Matthews Music Lesson Studio. Sign up for $1 a month, and you can start to have extra pull with me. This song's called A Step of Faith. And this is a verse chorus song. Saw a concert today, my favorite band from my youth. All the people cheering, people dancing. I wanna do what they're doing. Design is a maze we're lost in. There's a way out. The way entails a leap of faith. Easier said than done. So I take a step of faith when I feel I've lost my way. Attachment is the root of my pain. I let go and take a step of faith. I saw an angel today. My eyes caught out to her. I want you. Was it love at first sight? Or was it merely an illusion? 'Cause I am human. Desire is a maze we're lost in. There's a way out. The way entails a leap of faith. Easier said than done. Yeah, so I take a step of faith when I feel I've lost my way. Attachment is the root of my pain. I let go. A long journey begins with one step. Where life is leading me has not been revealed yet. Each day brings me closer to my dreams, reaching for the stars. I let go, so I take a step of faith, yeah, when I feel I lost my way, yeah. Attachment is the root of a pain. I let go and take a step of faith, a step of faith. So that song, like I said, that's a verse chorus song. And you know, it was hey, thank you. It was a verse chorus song with a climb. Okay, so we're talking about the climb right here. Start off at the beginning with the lyrics that say, I saw a concert today, my favorite band from my youth, all the people cheering, people dancing. I want to do what they're doing. So this is, you know, building towards that's why we say, right? Desire is a maze we're lost in. There's a way out. The way entails a leap of faith, easier said than done. That's just more of that. And that's why I say, but it's like it kind of lifts it up to that next level to kind of elevate it into the chorus where we hear our title. So I take a step of faith when I feel I've lost my way. Attachment is the root of my pain. I let go and take a step of faith. Okay, so you see what I'm talking about. We got the verse, and then we have the climb. And what distinguishes the climb is that the music is different than the verse music. Okay, that distinguishes it, and that it's an in between step up to the chorus. I'm glad you liked the song, Marcuson. Thank you. And you know, I'm gonna have to give you guys examples with original songs because, man, I don't want the copyright vultures to come and eat me up. You know. Plus, I just love original songs. I hope you guys like it. I'm having a good time here, and let's see if I can find an AABA song here for you to give you an example. Pardon me there. I'm sorry about that. Didn't have enough of a chance to get that muted for you. Let's find an AABA song. All right. Well, here's one with a refrain. You guys like We were talking about the AABA song, but with the refrain. Okay? And this is a fun song. Just give me a second here to try to get the second page on the screen, too, right? Oh, no, there's just one page. All right. This is a song called Hippie Chicken. Here's a straight here. Okay, 1, 2, hippie chicken, 3, 4. Here's a strain of weed you might want to try. Hippie chicken, if you're the type who likes to get high. Hippie chicken, daytime energy, go boy, go. Hippie chicken sweeps me into a creative flow. Father was a dream, they say. Hippie chicken pollinated mother, then ran away. Hippie chicken, mama is a great blue dream. Hippie chicken, together they made quite the team. Ooh, I love what she does to me, the way she makes me feel. And I will be sad when she's gone. I'm going to Portland to the CDC. Hippie chicken, where they serve the finest green. Hippie chicken, asking for an ounce of double dream. Hippie chicken is what I mean. Hippie chicken. It's hard to laugh when I'm singing this song. Okay, so that was an AABA. And if you see what I'm talking about, the A section at the end of every line, I say hippie chicken. That's my title. So that's why it's an A, because I'm starting right off with the title. Here's a strain of weed you might want to try. Hippie chicken. If you're the type who likes to get high, hippie chicken. Daytime energy, go boy, go. Hippie chicken. Sweeps me into a creative flow. Okay, that's just that the whole point. I'm just advertising the strain that I like. Okay, then the B section is when I went, ooh, I love what she does to me, the way she makes me feel. And so it's just different, and that really does kind of serve as a bridge, right? Because I'm just kind of going from the one land mass of hippie chicken to the other land mass of hippie chicken, and I didn't really spend much time thinking about what examples I was going to play for you guys or anything. I'm just sort of riffing here and trying to just kind of come up with some examples here for you on the spot. And we're getting close to the 1 hour mark here, so I'm gonna start wrapping this up, I guess. Yeah, hippie chicken, not happy chicken. Well, what are you asking? How good are you from your view? How good are Nightwish as musicians? Okay, Nightwish as musicians, second to none, dude. They're freaking in my top 3 favorite bands now, man. I mean, like I can't say anything negative about them, dude. Like Nightwish, their musicianship's incredible. You know, they're freaking wonderful. The compositions are great. The performances are great. And some people were saying how they thought it was amazing that the 3 different versions of Ghost Love Score were all synced from 3 different concerts. And then other people were saying, oh well, they had to be because they use an electronic MIDI track. And it's like, well, yeah, but just because the MIDI track's the same all the time and would sync up, the musicians could waver from that if they weren't like the exceptional freaking machine like players that they are. And so really, it's not anything exciting that, the track lined up from 3 different shows. That means nothing. What matters is that the drums and the guitar and the vocals and the bass and the keyboards and the pipes, everything all lined up. That's what matters, right? And then you're like, maybe if you're a really good musician, you're like, oh yeah, well everybody should be able to do that. Well, maybe they should, but not everybody can. And Nightwish they're second to none, man. They're incredibly talented. I've only listened to them with Floor so far. I will eventually be checking out the other singers. So definitely haven't done that yet. Um, yeah, man. So sorry about your luck in Idaho, brother. I mean, maybe it'll get better. But I'm really enjoying life in Oregon, man. Oregon's a cool place to be. I have the opportunity to play the greatest song in the world tribute, of course. Hmm. Well, I don't know what song you're talking about, Ronnie. There's a lot of great songs in this world, brother. Man, there's a lot of great songs in this world. All right, I'm gonna do one more here for you guys, and then I'm gonna have to wrap the stream up. Um, but I really appreciate you guys for taking the time to be here with me to talk about some song forms. And so I'd like to find just one more here for you to play, and this should be fun. I'll make it a little bit more of a serious one than the last one. Um, let's see. I would like to sing covers right now, but like I said, I know the vultures will come and eat me up. All right, here's one I'm working on. This is another verse chorus. I want to see what you guys think of this one. This song was originally written for my daughter when she was just a babe, and she's 12 years old now. So it's time to bring this one back. A little nostalgia, dust it off for you. Um, I'm not sure what it is about the live streaming that's making my word processor load so slow, but I'm just sitting here staring at this gray screen forever, man. It's like, okay, half the song could be done by now. Okay, here we go. Right, it popped up. So this song is called When She Smiles. And this is just a lighthearted ballad that I wrote for my daughter. And remember, like I said, this is a verse chorus, just a real simple little song. And yes, it does have a bridge you'll get to hear. First thing in the morning, I wake up and hear her say, Dada, up Elmo. She brightens up my day. When she smiles, I realize she's a dream come true. When she smiles, she lights up the room. Ooh, she moves me when she smiles. Every moment is precious. Every game we play, peekaboo leads to giggles. My stress melts away when she smiles. I realize she's a dream come true. When she smiles, she lights up the room. Ooh, she moves me when she smiles. She's living in joy, full of life, free from fear. She knows nothing of suffering. The world is her toy. When she smiles, I realize she's a dream come true. When she smiles, she lights up the room. Ooh, she moves me. Ooh, baby. Ooh, she moves me when she smiles. So it's a verse, chorus song. Nice and simple, easy to understand with the bridge there. So I'm having a great time here talking to you guys. Let's see. Now he's playing Stratego, his 11-year-old daughter. Oh, yeah, she's, man. And you know, the funny thing, before I left Florida, one of my best friends and my boss, Paul Lewis, from my old job, Lewis Music, was teaching me some lesson there 15 years, man. He said, yeah, you know, your daughter, she'll be 10 one day and then she'll be 17 the next day. And she was like, 10 and a half when we were getting ready to leave Florida and move to Oregon. And man, he was right. Holy crap. It's like one day she hit 12 and it's like attitude hit 17 and it hasn't looked back. It hasn't changed. Man, they do grow up fast. All right, so I got to cook dinner for my family here and everything. I got stuff to do. I really appreciate you guys taking the time here. So I'm going to wrap this up. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you check out my website, MatthewsMusicLessonStudio.com. Make sure you check out my Patreon.com/MatthewsMusicLessonStudio. Patrons get 10 times weight when they're making suggestions for covers and when they're making suggestions for reactions and all that great stuff. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to be here with me, and I will see you guys next time on Mastering Music with Matthew. Might have been the greatest song in the world. Oh, man. Which song? Oh, Steven Seagulls. Okay, I see what you're talking about, Ronnie. I see what you're talking about. All right. I really appreciate you, man. I really appreciate you. I'm going to check them out. And I'll see you guys on next time on Mastering Music with Matthew. Keep writing.